Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode on the Chill Realm. It has been a little while, just like every other series that I've done. It's been a while due to me going on holiday, and I sort of like skipped over that in my Autocraft episode because it was a holiday, you know, a week long, well, about 2 weeks, because of needing to catch up on other stuff. But with that put aside, in the last video we did this with Mr. DC Nix. It appears that somehow one of the baby ghasts managed to get trapped in between two sections, like that bit there, and it's just sort of, we'll say, parked itself there. But in the episode before that we were working on this, and I said in that episode, I think, that I was thinking about what to do elsewhere, and I had an idea for all of my series, like what I could do for all of them. Every single time I start a new series, do something like this, and keen-eyed people will be like, oh, I know what's going on. But I'm thinking, every world that I have, I build a train station in, because that way it links all the worlds up, and it's as if it's just different stops along the same line. And that was the initial thought when I started doing this, because I was thinking, oh, it could be delivering, you know, like tons and tons of logs, and then this would just be a like freight depot sort of thing. And then I put a market in, because I was like, markets are always where they're not meant to be. So yeah, today we are going to be, as you can see by my little planning out, we're going to be building a train station. Now, I don't know if we're going to be building a train or not in this episode, but whatever happens, happens. And there will most likely be a bridge. It's going to be a tunnel there. As you can see, I've sort of dug out like a little tiny bit of what I'm going to have to dig out. This was already this straight. And so I think I'm going to rough it up and just make it so it sort of terraforms all down here. And Dan updated the realm. Well, Dan didn't update the realm. Minecraft updated the realm because they like the realms being up to date with current release dates. So my hotbar looks different because I've had to install a different mod because the other one's just not been installed. But we do still have flashback. It's just moved. Like, it's normally down here and now it's up here. I kind of like it more smooth, in my opinion. But yeah, with all of that said, shall we actually start getting into this? As you can see, I've got plenty of shulker boxes and plenty of materials. But yeah, this is going to be expensive. The good thing is I'm right next to the iron farm, so it's currently loaded. So we're making products as we go. There we go. I've already got 5, almost 6 stacks of anvils. Yeah, I think that's going to be the first thing we do, actually. Building this, or at least digging this out, not actually building either the bridge, which will be going here. I might even do a little curved bridge, you know. So the rail that comes off of the train station is going to be curved, because it's going to be like, this is the main line, you know, all the fast trains go on this, and then any trains that are stopping go onto this line, and it's going to be a split in the tunnel or before the tunnel. Little secret, the tunnels will not be completely dug through to the other side of the hills and everything. Thanks to it being our realm, you guys don't have to worry about that. So with all of that said, let's get into building. See you guys in the time lapse. I must say, placing anvils like this is not fun. Like, the noise. Ugh. I've already done all this. I'm doing a curve now. A very big curve. Because most of the curve's going to be underneath here, because I'm not actually going to build it. Because that's a lot of anvils. A lot of gravel. I'm already running low on gravel. I mean, that's not all that I've got. I've got some in there. But I'm running low. Yeah, definitely seems like I'm going to be mining for more when I go this way. But hey ho, station's built. It's just a track now and a bridge and 2 tunnels and the surrounding bit. Maybe a bit off more than I can chew. But you'll tell me after the time lapse, wouldn't you? Totally. Oh, station isn't open yet. Come back another day. Station's not open. No train. No train's due for another day or 2. Right. Weave. Right. There we go. Yeah. Do not know this is private property. It's not even open yet. And you're still coming. How dare they? Anyway, back to building. You know, so far, I'm actually really chuffed with this. I haven't finished it yet. So far, at least. There's obviously going to be stuff built around the back and over there and oh, there's no window there. Hang on, give me a minute. Stuff over here. But so far, what I've done feels brilliant. So we have like a. I'm gonna talk you through it, even though I'm not done building, because I've essentially finished the station and the track. Pretty much. There may be some texturing that I do. I'm not sure. We'll find out. But so we've got the entrance and exit here. And you've got the inline and the outline. So you come in, you get tickets from this guy, and you go to the platform. You can either go this way and just sit down, or obviously out this way and do the same thing, or go this way to the little at station kitchen thing and order some food. And then once you've ordered your food, you can grab it and sit down and just chill. I might even make some like little park benches here if I figure out the best way to make them. And yeah, I'm gonna do like 2 or 3 park benches here. We've got the infamous yellow line, some nice little shelter. Forgotten what these are called, but we've got the bits that hang down around the edge. And it actually overlaps the platform only just, because imagine if there's a train, you know, you're gonna be walking. In real life, there's a slight gap between the platform. In the game, there's gonna be an entire block that you have to just, you know, you're gonna have to jump an entire block. But at least you got that slight little bit of extra cover, and it's not exposing any of the platform. Anyway, look how cool the track looks. Oh, I'm so impressed with this bit and that curve there. Even more impressive is what it looks like on the map. I might extend this out just a little bit to like here, this line. Not 100% sure, as that's just part of the bridge. But it might look nice and it'll look better on the map. Possibly better in person if it was there. Like that comes out to here. I'm not sure. I might do it. Might not. Don't know. But that bridge, that that's a bridge. That tunnel looks 1,000 times better than I was expecting. And this is where the texturing might come in, or like I might say to Dan that he can have free range of like quote unquote spray painting the inside and make it look like there's graffiti. Or any of the others if they come on. at some point. A lot of the map is me at the moment. Feels bad, but at the same time, come on lads, hurry up, get on. Dan, I know you're moving and you're sorting out your room, but please, hurry up. Also, speaking of Dan, make sure you check out his channel, because there may be someone on there helping him with his stream room who reveals their face, who's called FC. Check out his channel if you want to go see my face and see what we have been up to. IRL. Yeah, impressive, huh? Anyway, back to Minecraft. Yeah, the tunnel's really cool. In the time lapse, you would have seen that I used glass and concrete powder. That makes it very, very dark, especially when you're not holding a torch. And it kind of just looks like it goes on forever. And I really like that. It like makes it just slowly transition out. I was going to do the same thing that I've done with the not going to be able to see it from here. Hang on. Do the same thing that I've done with the storage room. Let's go this way. I'll show you what it looks like at the top and then show you why I didn't. So like this, where it literally just fades into the abyss. However, that's a lot of glass. And I'm not willing to do that again. That was a lot of journeys backwards and forth from the desert and villagers, so not doing that again. But I definitely think that this is my favourite tunnel. And then this is a kind of a work in progress slash I think I'm just going to leave it how it is. Because from here, that looks brilliant. However, from here, it doesn't look that good. So not only am I going to add some texturing to this bridge at some point, like during this video, might do it as a time lapse, might not. I'll do it as a time lapse. Why not? Just add some extra detail. I'm also going to texture this, but I don't know how to make this line less harsh, other than building up this terrain to sort of hide it a little bit more, and essentially just have these 3 blocks showing. Because all of this is going to get changed through here, and that bridge, not that bridge. That water is going to link up with this water, but in order to do that I need to raise that water and dig a lot of this out. But that's not happening in this video because today's Friday and I need to edit. I need to edit for you guys to watch this tomorrow. But I've done the exact same thing here, and you'll notice I've done the rail going underneath, like through the glass. That is just to give it more depth, I think is the word. Basically, it's to make it look like it actually goes deeper than it does, because over there it works really well. Look at that as it fades into darkness. I really enjoyed this. I'm really enjoying this, not I really enjoying this. I was thinking about building a train, but I might do that in the next episode. I'm not sure what train I'm going to build, but I'll build a train and I'll do some details and stuff around here. I'm not too sure. Maybe some possible vehicles. Don't know what time period it's going to be, but I've got to fit it in with that. And so it's probably going to be carriages, as in horse and carriage, but without the horses. But yeah, in fact, I think that's all I've got to ramble on for. Let's get into texturing. See you in a second, guys. Right, there we go. I have now textured stuff, and we're going to go into free cantoners because it's easier and quicker to move around. Right, so been thinking about the idea of letting Dan go crazy with quote-unquote spray paint. I realised these walls are 1 block thick, so I might double up on all the walls and make this a bit thicker, like 1 block thicker. This is going to be steam trains, by the way, not diesels or electric or anything. It's going to be steam trains. So I've added some details of like where a tunnel would darken around the edge from the steam coming out of the engine. I'm thinking I might make this a little bit darker along here, but I don't know. Oh, I accidentally closed down my game. There we go. We're back. But yeah, I don't know whether to make it darker or not. I think I might just leave it at that. But there's been some texturing, some detail going on. I added some more grass here because it just... Alfie left this looking weird. I don't know what Alfie's plan was for this entire area, but I asked him what he was going to do. He said, bro, just do whatever you want with it. So I'm doing whatever I want with it. I might make this sort of like come out a little bit. I'm not sure, but that's not this episode. That'll be when I do this area. Next episode is this area. I'm thinking. So the train and this area. But yeah, that's the detailing for there. And a little bit of detail has been put into the bridge, and I'm quite liking it actually. I like how it's not over the top detail. You know, it's just the odd patch here and there. Definitely makes me feel good about it. I'm thinking, do I dig the tunnel out a bit more? But I like how abruptly it goes dark, you know? I'm just proud of this build, as you can tell by my fidgeting. The curve on the rails I'm really happy with. And then you've obviously got the straight line, but then you've got the points that turn onto the other track for the actual station, which I'm extremely happy about. I'm you know, this might be my favourite build on the server. This and my lake over there are probably my favourite builds. But this one has definitely taken the longest, other than the lake, although the lake I had help with filling it up with water. But this is definitely the longest build, other than the lake, that I've done. And anvils are incredibly irritating to place, let alone the fact that every other block is a slab. No, I've really enjoyed this. And I'm actually quite impressed with how well that canopy bit has come along. Obviously, haven't done the benches yet. I might actually do that whilst I talk. Give me a quick minute to grab the resources. Right, now that I've got the resources, we could probably have one there. But then, let me just do this. Is that good? I like that bench. That's a nice bench in my mind. That's the bench that we're going for. But yeah, I'm actually really chuffed with this build. Like, I didn't realise how much I'd love this. But honestly, I'm going to be non-stop talking about this for quite a while, and I have a feeling my family might get a bit irritated with me talking about Minecraft train stations. Look at them benches. I like that. Would it be better as stairs though? I think it's better as just this. Yep. Let's round 2 for the bench. Okay, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Just to that. The stereotypical Minecraft chair being stairs. Oh, that's better. I like that much better. Look at that. Perfect. I honestly don't know what else I could do for this to make it even better. Like over here, I have shrubbery going over here, and there's no point doing benches over here if they've got seating here for the canteen right there. I think the only thing I could do is maybe put something here, but what would go here? A fridge. Put a fridge here. This is how half of my builds go. I'm just rambling and thinking what to do. My iron's in this one. Do I have iron ingots anywhere? Don't think so. Boom. And boom. Oh, I didn't mean to make 9. Oh well. Well, we've got 9 now. And then, ow. I'm getting used to the fact that the door's here, not that being a door, because the original plan was this was going to be a door. So it would go up here, and then I was like, nah, because then that's off center. And this looks nice. Just jumping the barriers. Where was I? Right in here. Fridge. Fridge, fridge, fridge. Like that. How does that look from out here? Oh, that looks good. I like that. I like that. That could do with some redstone bits. Do I have the redstone bits? No, I don't, but I do have what is going to now be... Oh, there we go. Ah. They do have what's now going to be a chopping board or a plate. One of the two. Okay. I don't have rails on me. In any of them. What's that one? Nope. Any of them. Okay. Give me a second to grab some rails. Right, now that I'm back. Oh, and I'm on the roof. Now that I'm back with some rails. Look at that. It's the small little details that count. In fact, I'll do that. And put that there. And that. So they've got plates and then they've got 2 chopping boards. In fact, I'll move that one over. Because now it's a drying board. Or draining board. Whatever it's called. Boom. You know, I'm really liking this. Talking whilst building. I feel like there needs to be something else going on though. What could that be? This? No. Give me a minute to make this better. Better, yes. That way the line would be like this and not all over the platform. I'm a genius. Especially when it comes to train stations. Actually, I might make that to there. Just you know, they're not tempted to just stand here eating. Because the second a fast train goes by, the wind is blowing your chips everywhere. Yeah, I'm very happy with this so far. And you know what? I think that's it. I think we're going to call it a day. I'm incredibly chuffed with this. And I don't think I could improve it that much. If you do think I can improve it, let me know in the comments. Because I'd love to hear your guys' ideas. And we will be here in the next episode. But with all that said, I hope you have a good day. Good evening. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below if you have any ideas. And I shall speak to you next time. Bye.